This is Rob Tubbett for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Delighted to be joined by the new WBA featherweight champion, Leigh Wood. Leigh, first and foremost, congratulations. That was some performance.
Thank you. Yeah, I said it was going to be. I said what I was going to do, and I went out there and did it.
A lot of people spoke about your punching power going into this fight, but a lot of people, myself included, were very impressed with your boxing brain, your boxing IQ. I spoke to Ben. He told me about how much you've been drilling and drilling and drilling.
As always. That's part of what we do down there. We, Leigh and Ben, come up with a game plan. We drill it till we're sick of it, and then when we're sick of it, we drill it some more. We're drilling it last night. We get a text message of what we need to do, but no, it's the, like I said before the main interview, it's the Ben and the team down there is the best asset I've got going into these fights. And if you don't win training of the year, there's something up, and I'm kicking off.
How important was the jab to the body? The jab to the body and the feint downstairs seemed to really work for you throughout the fight.
Good observation. Yeah, I think it's good as that put down, didn't it?
Talk to me about the final round. A lot of people had you wide, didn't think that you needed a stoppage in the final round, but you got it and you closed the show in fact fashion.
Well, it's my birthday, innit? Nothing else. So it's icing on the cake, I think.
How good does this feel, considering, I mean, obviously Jazza Dickens is back in the ring next week. You came up short against him. Now you're world champion. How good does it feel? What does it mean to you to go on that journey and finish, well, not finish it here, but make a stop here?
It's great, you know, there's more to it. You know, when I was at the Inglewood gym, I kind of was put to the back a little bit. Barry was always a favourite, and I was in his shadows for a long time. So when I left, and obviously I signed with Dave, I've done a lot in 3 years. I lost to Dickens, and now them two are fighting for a world title, and I've gone and beat him to it. So it's kind of a bit bittersweet for them, but you know, winning them, I'll have my eyes on the winner of them. That's a great fight. But there's some other great fights out there for me as well. So Eddie will talk to Dave, and Dave will talk to Ben, and we'll see what's next.
Mentioned about your punching power, we could hear the thudding power in your shots from ringside. Were you surprised that he was able to take so many clean shots?
Very. People ask me, how do you see the fight going? I just said it all depends on him. What's he willing to take? Because I'm willing to throw them for 12 rounds. So very tough, very, very tough. My hands are killing me. But yeah, credit to him. No one's going to bow over at world title level. Nobody. And I knew that. I knew as you go through the levels, maybe the physics are the same as I proved in the 12th round, but the determination will to win may be greater.
Eddie Hearn spoke earlier on this week about Carl Froch, of course, from Nottingham, being a world champion. You've now joined that bracket. What does it mean to you to have to bring big night boxing back to Nottingham?
Yeah, amazing. You know, last year I said I wanted to do 3 things in my career. Win the British title, box sticked, fight for and hopefully win a world title, box ticked, and the last thing is to be the first person to headline at the City Ground, and I believe that's in touching distance now.
What next? I understand there is a rematch clause. Can you see him taking it?
It's up to him. You know, I had 6 weeks notice for this fight, so imagine me on 12. What can he do different?
If the rematch doesn't happen, who do you want? This is the bit. They always say that the next fight starts in the post-fight interview. So who do you want?
I'm easy. I want the biggest fights. Before this fight, we was lining up Navarrete. I wanted to get ranked with the WBO and chase him. He's a big puncher, long arms. I believe it'll be a great clash of styles, like I said about this fight. Next week, Dickens Galahad. Leo Santa Cruz with the super. So whichever, you know, it's not down to me. That I just do the fighting, but I would never turn down a fight. 6 weeks notice, I've just won a world title. So let's go.
I spoke to Ben Davison, of course, it's just your second fight with him. How much do you think you've still got to learn and still got to improve with him, albeit only in your second fight producing a performance like that?
Absolutely. I said in previous interviews on the build-up to this fight, for the Reece Mould fight, I had instructions and I didn't understand what I was doing, to be honest. I just trusted him and did it. Do this, do that. And I just thought, right, I'm just going to trust him because he's genuine, if you know Ben. Like I did at the time, very short time, but I know he's genuine. So I trusted it, but 100% trusted it, I just did it, and it worked. This time, it's telling me what to do, and I understand what I'm doing, and why I'm doing it, and where to do it, and that's a big difference going into a fight like this, and going back to the gym, working on it again, on other game plans, and all the little individual things that I'm learning and understanding more. They're going to play a vital role into getting bigger wins across the line.
You come from a gym with Josh Taylor, undisputed champion, Lee McGregor is European champion, he fights next week. You've got Shabazz Massoud. There's so much talent in the gym. Iron really does sharpen iron.
Yeah, I mean, all the lads, Josh rang me earlier, wishing me good luck. you know, it's great to have that competition as well. I said a second ago, Lee McGregor won the British, obviously, and when I joined the gym, I won the British. Then he went and won the Commonwealth. Now I've gone and won the world title. He's defending his European next Saturday. All being well, gets a win across the line and gets the world title shot as well. So it's healthy competition. Josh had just completed boxing the other week, and Shabazz Masoudi's coming through, a very, very good fighter. Hopefully he gets a shot at the title because he really deserve one. We've got Leo Delange in the gym as well. Everyone's got different goals, and you know, hopefully he goes and achieves his dream as well. Some really good kids coming off the GB team as well, Will and Mark. So yeah, the gym's buzzing, and I'm glad to be part of it. In fact, I'm not glad to be part of it. I feel lucky and privileged to be part of it.
I'll leave the final word with you. I'd like to talk to you about your stepdad, who was actually sat next to me. He was very, very proud. He was jabbering away throughout the whole fight. Very, very proud. No comment.
Free bar, I know for a fact.
What does it mean to do it in front of your family and having everybody here in front of fans? With all due respect, obviously the last 18 months not having fans, it wasn't a packed out 10,000 or a full city ground, but doing it in front of fans.
Yeah, well, my mum wasn't going to come at first. I got some complimentary tickets. I didn't want to cause a beef between my aunties and that, so I gave the tickets to stepdad and my uncle. And then my auntie was talking to Eddie, and Eddie gave my mum and my auntie some tickets, which is very, very nice of him. So thanks for that, Eddie. And nice to have my mum at ringside, watching me change my life and change her life, and change my kids' life, and make history.
Okay, well, Leigh Wood, congratulations once again. Sensational performance. The new WBA featherweight champion. Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social.
Cheers, thanks a lot.